It's a serious knife right there.
As long as it's sharp, no problem.
All that counts.
So I like to cook here in my kitchen. I don't worry about stuff scattered around.
When I build my backyard, I'm going to build a little cook station just like that. From what I heard from Edward and Jess, that stove there was the original that came with the house. Of course, they upgraded when they moved in, so they just moved it out here, and that was part of his kitchen. And this dresser drawer right here used to be Edward's. It was in Edward's bedroom when he was growing up. I think he keeps most of his utensils in here. Oh, look, there's the strainer I just got. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna set mine up just like that.
From the stuff that they throw it away.
So I guess the covering now that we're talking about the kitchen, Jess has a really good knack of repurposing stuff. So believe it or not, this came from a local golf course. They were getting rid of it, so he said, "Oh, I'm gonna grab it." And I think he put new roofs on it and all that kind of stuff, kind of refurbished it a little bit. But this is perfect. It's a nice little awning type cover. Keeps the rain off all this stuff and adds to his nice little the ambiance of the outdoor kitchen. Well, he's still got the eggplant.
Yeah, before I cut the eggplant, because you cannot put all together at one time.
Because some will cook
It has
faster
to be
than
like
others.
yeah, you have to cook that one first, then put this one in there, then this one.
The bok choy, and then at the very end, right before.
The very end, after the banana blossoms, then you have to put your peanut butter.
Oh, the peanut butter. Okay.
Peanut butter. You're not gonna put peanut butter while you're still cooking. It sticks under the bottom of the
pan. Oh, okay.
the pan. So when you put your peanut butter, it's almost cooked anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't need to cook peanut butter; it's already cooked anyway.
Yeah. It's just a flavor.
The other things that you make it more flavor is the bagoong.
Oh yes, that's for those of you who don't know what the bagoong is. It's actually an accompaniment to the kare-kare, right? And I think it is the shrimp paste. So you have to eat those together. We'll show you when we get to that point. But you take a little bit of this fermented shrimp paste and you eat it together with the kare-kare, the end result. And it's like it has to go together. It's just one of those things where you can eat the kare-kare by itself, but it's like jelly with peanut butter on a sandwich. It's like they go together. Yeah, it's one of those things. So we waited the time. Jess already put the oxtails in the pressure cooker. We just pulled them out. And so now he's going to continue the rest of the process. I think he's going to probably cook up some garlic and some onions. And then we're going to continue the process from there. But I think that's the next step. Oh, I can smell it already.
Good.
It smells so good. Next step, he's going to throw in all the oxtail, which smells heavenly. So as you notice, Jess is adding the oxtail that we took out of the pressure cooker. And one of the key things that I noted was that he, for the bigger chunks of oxtail, he actually cut with his bandsaw to not only because, it make it more of a bite-sized piece, but I think it was more for the flavor, like the collagen out of the bone or the bone marrow to actually come out in the cooking process to give it that much more flavor. So next is the tripe. This tripe has already been cooked, been blanched, and he likes to use the honeycomb part of the tripe rather than the top part because it's a little bit more tender.
At this time, you can add a little bit salt in it. I don't have no measurement on it, but
it looked like about a tablespoon.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
Now you can add a little bit water on it. That's probably about 2 cups of water, maybe more.
So about 3 cups. It's like about 3 cups of water. So just split it right here. Okay. And like this big?
Longer a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, about that.
All right.
Yeah, perfect. Beautiful.
All right, now the banana blossoms.
You have to drain the water.
Yeah, why hold it, you know?
Exactly.
The water already start boiling, so
Uh-huh.
I'll throw this one. I mean,
String beans first because they're the longest to cook.
yep. Yeah, we can throw this one in there now.
Oh yeah, the juice from the pressure cooking. Ooh.
There you go.
When do you throw the bok choy in?
Last one.
That's the last one, huh? And then the banana blossoms after that. The green beans have been in there for probably about 10 minutes. And now he's gonna go ahead, he just checked it right now. And then he's gonna add the eggplant here pretty soon.
Eggplant, then the bok choy.
And then the bok choy. And
Then-
everything's a process, it has to cook.
Then the peanut butter.
Oh, it's out here. Peanut butter's out here. But yeah, it's everything's, you want your, the vegetables that take the longest to cook, of course you're gonna add those first. And then as that cooks down and gets tender, then he adds the more soft or more tender vegetables that don't take too long to cook.
Then this one
so
you
it's a
could
process.
you could put that in the too right now.
And that was like about 5 or 6 cups of water. So you probably 2 packages of the Mamacita Kare-Kare mix.
Some people doing the rice and make it pulverized and put it there. Why make that one? It's already here. It's ready. All you do is open the box, put it in, it's done.
Well, see, there you go. That's just by eye. You know, he didn't hesitate to put another package in there. You think most people, oh, it's over seasoned, but he has an eye for things. So he looked at how thick and the color of the stock, and then he decided that was too thin, so he added another package. Chunks of oxtail, perfectly cooked. A little bit of the tripe. If you had smell-o-vision, we always say that, you just wouldn't believe the aromas that are coming out of that pot right now. And the last thing we put in was eggplant. It's all cooked down now, so Jess told me, go ahead and throw in the bok choy. So we're gonna add the bok choy right now. And bok choy it cooks down pretty good. You'll see. We'll put this in here and let it steam. That way we can stir it when it gets soft, and then we can actually put it into the sauce. Oh, that smells so good. You can smell a little bit of the peanut butter in the Mamacita. A little bit. Just let me do the last ingredient, which is the banana blossom. Comes in a can, but as you can see, it's pretty tender. So this doesn't take any time at all to cook. So that's the last thing that goes in. So we're gonna go ahead and add that right now. Stir it in. So we're using the creamy peanut butter, and Jess says about 3 scoops, about that size.
Maybe one more.
One more? Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we added 4 big spoons. And you want to make sure you mix this in and let it melt a little bit. You don't want to let it, I was told by Jess that you don't want to let it go to the bottom of the pot before it kind of melts. So we keep it at the top like this, kind of let it slowly melt, because he said if you let it just go straight to the bottom, it'll burn. And we don't want that. So we just keep it on the top, keep on stirring it. As it slowly melts, we'll start incorporating it into the rest of the sauce. And there you go, the finished product. Boy, I cannot wait to eat this, man. My mouth is watering already. This is the spicy and that's the regular, huh?
Oh, that's very good. I got the wrong one. Put that one in there.
Oh, this is the... Okay, guys, we are finally at the part of the video that I like the best because I get to try the kare-kare. And please, I mean, if you like this kind of food, if you like to explore different kinds of food, especially Filipino cuisine, you definitely got to try Jess's recipe, because I've had kare-kare at different places, and his does not compare to these other ones that I've tried. I mean, his is so much better. I don't know what he does anything different, but I've had the other ones there, and it just, there's no flavor to it. It's kind of bland, you know. Just because you have oxtail in it doesn't make it kare-kare. So we're gonna try this, and we'll let you know how it is. We have our 2 different kinds of bagoong, the shrimp paste I was telling you about earlier, which is the accompaniment. Okay, this is the spicy one, and this is the regular. So we're gonna try a little bit of both. Without further ado, we're just gonna get some food. See, that peanut butter just kind of makes the sauce at the very end. Give Jess a big old chunk of oxtail. Give him some tripe. Some eggplant. There we go. Here we go, guys. I already know what it's going to taste like. I know it's awesome. But as you can see, this is where the pressure cooking, I think, comes in great, because look at the meat just falls right off the bone. Okay. I'm going to try a little bit without the bagoong. Oh, it just melts in your mouth. It's so good. And you think that because it's peanut butter, you think it would be like really overpowering, but it isn't. It's like the peanut butter, it adds the flavor, but it isn't like real sweet like peanut butter. If you've ever, you know, bought like Jiffy or anything like that, you would think, oh, it's gonna be like, taste like peanut butter. It doesn't. It actually tastes like a really good peanut sauce without the spice. So that little bit of, I'm gonna try the spicy, because Edward says it's the best way to use this with the spicy. So I'm gonna try it on a piece of eggplant here. Oh, this shrimp paste is so good. You gotta have the shrimp paste with it too. And instead of my fork there.
I like the regular one.
Oh, that banana blossom is good too. It just melts in your mouth. I can see why you put it on the very end. Although. That's so good, man. I can't describe it. It's so good. It's like a stew that you've been cooking for like 10 hours, but we weren't cooking this for 10 hours. If you do make this recipe, which I implore you, if you like this kind of food and you want to try making it on your own, this man right here is the man. He knows really, he's been cooking this for many, many, many years. And he has a different technique than most people, but it makes sense. If you're in a hurry, it doesn't take quite as long. You can actually do a few of these things ahead of time. Like if you want to pressure cook your oxtail first the day before, right? It'll all be ready to go the next day. Throw it in a pot, in less than an hour, we're eating. So thank you, Jess. It's awesome, as usual.
Good
It's
thing
exactly,
you like it.
it's exactly the way I remember you made it last time we ate it. And I tell you what, it like I said, yours is so much better than the stuff that I bought and eaten down in LA, an actual Filipino town. And you know, so give it a try, guys. Give it a try. And without further ado, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I've been dreaming about this all day. I mean, I was at work making food for everybody else and I didn't take one bite because I knew I was gonna be eating this when I got here. So, anything to say, Jess?
Nothing much.
You want to eat too, huh?
Oh, I'm ready.
Cool. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
He's a master, this guy. Oh, if only I could cook like he does.
Can't say anything much. It's already been said by Larry.
Oh yeah. So, without further ado, let me
All I
get
have to
some.
do is eat.
Oh, this shrimp paste is so good. You got to have the shrimp paste with it too.